Namaste. The topic is caste reservations and solutions. What is caste? Caste is social evil. You're murdering somebody in your heart if you are thinking about caste in the name of caste. This is hatred among people. So no chance for love, equality, fraternity and mercy and unity. The ultimate dharma on this earth I found is Vedas and Upanishads of Hindu Dharma. And Hindu Dharma or Vedas, Upanishads never mention caste anywhere. They mention Varna, but Varna is not caste. Caste is nothing but racism. Racism is nothing but evil, social evil, which kills mercy, love, unity, fraternity, and it promotes hatredness among the people. As per I've been reading a lot of stuff and understanding, doing research on this topic. I understand Manu is one guy created four castes and four major castes like this, and then 25,000 subcastes within the caste, and so many sets, and people. I've been reading a lot of stuff and watching videos. What I understand, in Vedas it is not mentioned caste, and nowhere in the Dharma it is mentioned as a caste. I mean racism or discrimination, but people discriminating each other. That's what I found. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the lowest caste people are deprived from all the mainstream, and people like Mandela and Martin Luther King Jr. They fight for them, and then they introduce the caste reservation system in India to bring them into the mainstream and to uplift from the downtrodden and from the untouchability to the main society. He introduced in the job, education and the jobs, and as you know, in India, if you pay bribes, you can get the caste reservation certificate also, right? And at the same time, merit is deprived from getting the seats in the education and the jobs as well. So if you remove reservations, the lower caste, if you remove now, the lower caste people will be affected at large. So removing the reservations is not the immediate solution. And when it comes to my experience here, I met a student in New York, and he got an admission in world number one university. When I asked him, he said he was not allowed in the film industry in India because of the caste. Probably I foresee him as a big director in the. I don't know why, because wherever Indians go, first they call or they introduce my caste is this one. So we don't need to carry that in the mind. And India is divided into, like I explained, four major castes, and later into several thousand subcastes on the basis of occupation and profession. For example, priest, blacksmith, goldsmith, fisherman, washerman, milkman, butler, cattle shepherd, soldier, wrestler, trader, merchant, farmer, cobbler, weaver, barber, butcher, and tax collector, scribe, etc. See how funny we made it, and pitiful thing is our Indians still carry in till date wherever they go, to the Western nations or anywhere. My experience in America, I talked to a couple of American friends on the similar topics. Many guys sending queries asking. And there is a racism in America, black and white they fight. My son will talk on that now, just in a couple of minutes. Explain why they have a racism. See, you have to understand, Americans fought on the streets, though they are brothers and sisters. They fought, and from the root level they eradicated the racism issue, and not on the courts, on the street they fought. And then black people they bought from Africa for slavery, but whereas in India, the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, they're all the part of the society. They are not from the external society. That is the thin line you should not forget when you pinpointing other countries. But as they West is progressing because they kick out racism, poverty, and corruption to a maximum extent, and these three are common in any nations. But how the nation handles it, how the people change and move forward is very important. Move forward with a new change rather than continuing the previous one. And now, some of the displaced Americans also doing research on this topic. America follows EEO, but since Indians migrated through H1B and various temporary work visas, they started the caste groups here. That is killing the America's EEO model, equal employment opportunities, and the solutions for caste reservations in India. Government of India must not categorize people on the basis of caste, but on the basis of economic status. Like, along with the friends and last few years I've been discussing on the same topics, then I found these are the best solutions. Government of India has to categorize people on the economic status: A as poor, B lower middle class, and C middle class, and D upper middle class, and F is rich. So these are 5 categories they have to do it. Already existing is APL and BPL, above poverty line and below poverty line, as you know, right? But a lot of corruption is there. Like, you get a pay money, you get a ration card for APL, for BPL, and so these are the 5 categories you have to divide, and division must be done according to income, richness, and properties. Again I repeat, division must be done according to income, richness, and properties, but not on the caste. You must eradicate caste, take out from the applications first, all the application forms, and then next is mindsets. To justice to the poor in all cases, eradicate poverty, reservations, subsidies, privileges must be given to A and B categories. Like I explained, A is poor and B is lower middle class. And when it comes to my experiences, when I was studying intermediate, it's called 12th grade year, and some northern part of India it's called +2. First time my friend asked me, what is your caste? Till then 16 years probably I was, and I was not aware what is caste till then. Then first time I understand what is caste when I was 16 years old, and the same thing I explained to my son, and he's right now 10 years, saying that don't carry all this racism in your mind as long as you are alive on this earth. Since we are already carrying that, it takes almost 3 to 4 decades to understand and kick out and come out from that racism. And the second experience, while doing my BA, Bachelor of Arts, my graduation, we have a friend, Dinesh. His father is doctor, and he has a reservation. He can avoid reservations. And at that time, VP Singh was the former Prime Minister, and he is the Prime Minister at that time. And he enhanced the reservation quota system, and then other castes who are not privileged for reservations started movement, and it's called anti-reservation movement. In the college, along with the friends, we were also witnessed all those things. And then this friend Dinesh, he told me, like, we were sitting together and preparing for civil services and other exams, and MA and other exams, and he said, like, in Tiananmen Square in China, like, they kill a lot of students with army tanks during that time, 1990s I'm referring to. So like that, all the guys will be killed. That's what I didn't understand why he said, but later I gave insight into the problem. And this video is for exclusively those who have insight into caste reservation system in India. It's not for everybody. Unless you know that subject, you cannot understand this video. And if you carry racism in the mind, don't watch this video. And during that time, Rajiv Goswami was the one student. He self-humiliated by himself because of the VP Singh statement, and his picture was published in India Today magazine across the nation. Issues are still going on, and it's a sensitive topic also. People has to come for consensus. people have to come for consensus. That's what my American peers or friends, they understand from the Facebook post of my friends. And I read and Quora various sites, and then one guy wrote excellent post, and I shared it in the Help to Build Care group. He shared all his experiences, and he wrote, but he did not touch the root cause. The root cause is America kicked out. He compared the case with the America, because America and India are democracy nations, right? I believe he did not dare to touch it from the root. So the root, no problem is completely solved unless it is picked out from the roots. Unless it is picked out from the roots. To beg for equality, the people categorized in the low caste are not for foreigners, but originated. Yeah, the thing is, they are not originated. They are not foreigners. Like whatever the lower caste whoever have a reservations. I don't even like to say lower caste, but whoever having eligible for reservation, they are not foreigners. They are originated from the same country, and it's not something offense. It is they are privileged for that. Otherwise, how can you uplift people, right? Everybody is part of the nation, right? Dalits and lower caste are people brought as they are not lower caste, and like in America, some people brought from Africa as a slaves, right? Other part of the world, but later they have given equal rights and all. America did root cause analysis. India has to do the same root cause analysis. Every Indian. So before British and entering the India, there was utter dark age in India. There was no education to all lower caste people. Only after Christian missionaries arrived in India, they pitied the poor low caste people, and they were deeply oppressed under high caste, and they uplifted them by providing the free education, not by giving money or by converting. Not before East India Company establishing in India, there was nothing called rich Dalit doctor and poor Brahmin postman. Yeah, Bhimrao Ramji was loved by his school teacher, and he was a Brahmin. He was given a last name Ambedkar. He could able to travel to England for his barrister education. Solution comes from pulling out the roots. I agree 99% with Hari Babu Talakar, who wrote a write-up on Quora.com. But solution comes from pulling up the roots. USA was succeeded because they underwent the change from the roots. People like Abraham Lincoln, Dr. Luther King Jr. stood up with faith and fought for justice. And now I found lot of caste groups I found in Facebook from across the globe and in USA also, and that is killing the EO of America model, equal employment opportunity. And my son Rajiv will speak about the racism in USA. And also some Indians recently, every day, they ask questions, black and white issues. Is America safe? Is a racist country, like that? So for those people, I'm recording this video, and everyone. And I call every student if his F1 is scheduled, and send an email saying that my F1 visa is interview tomorrow, or H1B. So I call because I have humanity, I have compassion, I have empathy, and I went through the boat. I call neither because of business nor name and fame. I call from my bottom of my heart to guide them, and I already kept 4 or 5 videos for visa preparation for F1 and H1. So that is enough, and I don't mind if they say thanks or don't say thanks, but I call because I have gone through that boat. I know the pain. That's why I call. So that's what I expect everyone. So when I record a video, some guys, they ask me, do you get money, or why do you do that? I cannot say when I share a knowledge on H1B, only my caste people or ex-caste people watch this video, right like that, right? It's not right. So when you share information, it's for everybody, it's for human being, because all human beings breathe same air and blood color is same red, and law is equal for all, and we must ensure it is equally implemented for all. There is no sir or madam, all are human beings, equal human beings. Take an oath, I will not use the caste name as long as I am alive, and I will also educate my children like that, saying that instead of asking for last 6 years I've been seeing here, like people ask what is your caste, so can we do something for our caste, can we start our caste group? What is this? And also have experienced a lot. I have seen so many stuff. I mean, to share experiences, it takes long time, but to put it in a nutshell, I've been to many temples, many ashrams, many swamis, but each one speaks about their caste or subcaste based on the origin. Like for example, 4 castes I mentioned, and 25,000 different subcastes. So caste A, of within that the marriage takes place across the class, there is a war, and then there is a subcaste of this guy, subset of subset, then the main subset they don't talk. So talk in the sense, I mean, lot of racism, I mean it kills the unity. Like the moment if I think of other person, I have to look at, I explained in one of the videos, why H1B, why America. Yeah? When you look at somebody, you should not think of his religion, region, caste, gender. Thanks for watching this video.